Hey guys, Jonathan Billette here for JM Sports 100 and jmsports.org. How is it going? Happy Thanksgiving to you all. It's been a while since I've actually been on a video. I'll try to be as polite about this as possible. But I've had a nasty cold over the last several days and almost literally it all didn't have a voice. And I've had a pretty bad cough. I'm going to try to do that as little as possible because we have a lot to get to in this video. But alright, I am feeling a little bit better than what I am. This could be kind of a longer video because we have a lot to get to. Like I said, we have a college football pick to make. We have NCAA basketball picks to make. And also, I'm going to do my full NFL week preview since there's 3 games that take place today. 3 good ones. Please excuse me for the water that I drink in this video. It's to keep me really from coughing and to keep my throat wet. So, excuse me for a second. I know that's not very professional, but I'm sorry. Alright. So let's get to stuff here. Let's start things off with college football because there's only one game on the schedule there. Last week we had a really good week, like I predicted was going to happen. Records look like this for week 12. Week 11, my bad. We went 36 and 21 on the week. And excuse me, we went 2-0 on November 8th, 0-1 on November 9th, 3-0 on November 10th, and 0-1 on the 11th, 31-19 on Saturday edition, 36-21 for the week. 510 wins, 187 losses on the year. Going into the one game that's taking place this week, we had a lifetime record of 1,097 wins as well, and 429 losses. Like I said, there was a game that took place on Tuesday. We did win that one. It was while I was in worse condition than I am now. I did post it in a bulletin on YouTube, and we went with Ohio in that game there, and we were able to pull off a win. We went with Ohio over Miami of Ohio, and we were able to pull that off, as Ohio did get the victory. As you can tell, I'm still like waiting for the webpage to load. 21-14, good game. Good game there for ESPN and both teams, really. Wow, you can tell I'm on it. I'm sorry, guys. You can tell I'm not back to 100% yet. We return back to college football tonight with the final renewal of this rivalry as far as in conference goes. That's number 25 Texas and Texas A&M at 8 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN and ESPN3. I am going to go with Texas. I'm a little shaky there. I haven't really been too impressed by Texas at all this year in any of the games I've seen them play. But I'm going with them here. All right. Excuse me. Big slate of games on Friday for college football. A lot of college football to watch. I will be watching 15 games tomorrow night. So tomorrow, starting in the morning, rather early in the morning, 10 a.m. So very, very fun day, hopefully I'm feeling better for it. Let's move now to college basketball, where we have continued to do well, as always. We went 5-2 on the 19th, 3-0 on the 20th, and then we did not pick the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, which was yesterday. We went 8-1, 66-17, the overall record, 368 wins, 124 losses, our lifetime record. And as you know, I pick all the top 25 games and all the games that take place that aren't top 25 on an ESPN family of networks. And we are picking every college basketball game that takes place on this Thanksgiving because they are all somewhere on the ESPN family of networks. So here we go. Let's take a look now at them. Starting at noon Eastern time, Texas Tech takes on Indiana Tech on ESPN2 and ESPN3. Give me Texas Tech. I'm going to do top 25 last because there's only a couple of them, and neither one of them are televised. Boston College takes on St. Louis on ESPNU at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to go with Boston College. Charleston takes on UCF. Actually, we don't have to do that one. Sorry, I didn't realize that one wasn't televised. So, we're not going to. Minnesota takes on DePaul on ESPN2 at 2:30 Eastern Time. I am going to go with DePaul. Villanova takes on UC Riverside at ESPN2 and ESPN3 at 4:30 Eastern Time. I'm going to go with Villanova. Dayton takes on Wake Forest, ESPN2, ESPN3, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Excuse me, I'm going to go with Wake Forest. New Mexico takes on Santa Clara. And man, burpee, I really apologize, guys. Mexico and Santa Clara, ESPNU, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to go with New Mexico. Next up, we've got Arizona State taking on Fairfield, ESPN2, ESPN3, 9:30 Eastern Time. Arizona State is where we're going to go there. Next up, we have Oklahoma and Washington State, ESPN2, ESPN3, 11:30 Eastern Time. Give me Oklahoma. UC Irvine takes on Southern Miss. Man, that's not televised, so yeah, I'm going to do it. Alright. I really apologize, guys. I don't want any comments of all this video is horrible and stuff. I know it is. I'm struggling. I came back lacking my better judgment. I wasn't going to come back yet, but I decided to. We're going to rip through NFL Rapid Fire because I don't have a whole lot left in me. So, let's just do this. We had a good week last week. Went 10-4. Last week, lost our lack of the week for the second straight week. So we are now 9-2 in the lock of the weeks. 96 wins, 60 losses, the season record. Lifetime 235, 149. All right, let's get to the action and start that off with today. Green Bay takes on Detroit. Of course, the game everyone's talking about. A game I will be watching. I'll be watching pretty much all the games on Fox at man 12:30 Eastern Time is the start. What more can you say? I mean, I almost want to say Lions in this game, and I'll give you a second to ponder why I might say that. I say that because you think about it. Okay. I have a couple of interesting trivia facts here for you. I'm really sorry about my nose too, guys. Trying not to be disgusting here. but it's hard when you're a little under the weather and you have a job to do. The Packers have played 3 games in 11 days. They're beat up. James Starks is beat up. Greg Jennings is beat up. And it's a Lion team who I was sitting there last weekend watching football with my stepdad, and as we were watching Red Zone, we were, of course, seeing the Carolina Panthers start to dismantle the Detroit Lions. And he looked at me and he said, I don't think I'm too worried about the Lions anymore. I looked right back at him and I said, I wouldn't say that quite yet. They did, of course, come back to win the game. I do think the Packers win this one, but I think it's close. Here's another interesting fact for you. Aaron Rodgers in this game last year, the Packers lost 7-3. Aaron Rodgers went out with a concussion. He got credit for the loss because he started the game. That's the last loss he's had in the NFL. He has not lost since then. Yes, the Packers have lost since then, but they lost to the Patriots under Matt Flynn last year. So, yeah, there you go. Miami and Dallas. Here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, Miami. Including me. And then I thought about it. I'm not saying people were like, Miami's going to beat Dallas, but I'm saying this. Everybody's all up in arms, all excited about the turnaround that Miami has had over the last 3-4 weeks. And if you look at it, they haven't played anybody good. They've got to travel to Dallas. Cowboys are always tough on Thanksgiving. This is going to be their first true test of a good team. I think Dallas wins, and I think Dallas wins big. Next up, the game everyone's talking about. San Francisco 49ers. Baltimore Ravens. The Harbaugh Brother Bowl. Glad I'm not part of the Harbaugh family today. That would be very, very difficult. I think these are two very evenly matched teams to an extent. I think a lot of edges, though, go to the 49ers. Their defenses are both, pretty stellar. They both have talented players. I think Flacco is definitely a better quarterback than Alex Smith. But this game is just so evenly matched. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and I'm going to try to stay at my mom's for Thanksgiving. I'm going to try to stay there a little bit and watch a little bit of that game tonight because it'll be a fun one to watch. I don't get the NFL Network here, so I'm going Baltimore. I really am. I don't know. Just home field advantage. That's all I'm saying for it. All right, let's get to Sunday's action now. Kick things off with Houston in Jacksonville. True test for Houston right here. How are they going to survive? How are they going to do without Matt Schaub? Are they going to be okay? I think they'll be okay. I think Matt Leinart, who will be the starter for the Texans, I think this team is to a point where Matt Leinart is going to be able to coast them to the AFC West championship, or AFC South championship. I do think that Tennessee's beat up. Tennessee's not that great. I think Houston's better than Tennessee. It'd be better for the Texans if they got Andre Johnson back. That would be a big help for them, I think. But I think they'll be okay, especially against Jacksonville, who's playing tough but not great. Buffalo and the New York Jets. This is a big game for the Jets. Just like it was back at Ralph Wilson Stadium several weeks ago. This is a big game for the New York Jets. it's really a make or break. I think the Patriots have basically, um, excuse me, Patriots have basically won that division as usual. I think this is a make or break game. I think the Jets are going to dominate the Bills again. I really do. You know, I mean, second time around, you got, you know, tape on Fitzpatrick, and that's not going to fare well for them. I don't think. I think the Jets win this game. Cleveland, Cincinnati. Cincinnati's so much better than Cleveland. We're going to go Cincinnati. Minnesota and Atlanta. Got to go Falcons. Vikings are just awful. They are awful. I know they almost beat the Raiders last week, but they're still awful. Falcons have really, really found their way over the last few weeks, really coming on strong. I think that continues. Falcons are my lock of the week. So, maybe I'll redo this video, at least the NFL video, if I'm feeling better tomorrow or Friday, because I'm not happy with the way it's turning out. Arizona and St. Louis, what more can you say? Battle of the Bads. I'm going Rams, just home field. Carolina and Indianapolis, interesting game here. Cam Newton with a chance at win number 3. Cam Newton had a chance at win number 3 last week, and then they blew it to the Lions. Could the Colts get their first win? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Colts get their first win. And yeah, the hate mail for me and how I feel about Cam Newton will roll if Cam Newton has a good game. I love Cam Newton. I love watching him. I think he's great. But the Colts are going to win a game somewhere along the way. And this, I think, is the one to win. Tampa Bay and Tennessee. Tampa Bay, I believe they've lost 4 straight. They're starting to unravel. They're starting to become a wreck, which you know, they did take the undefeated Packers to the limit last week with LeGarrette Blount. That guy is a beast. But they're really starting to unravel, and it's bad. Not much better in Tennessee. Matt Hasselbeck has been banged up. I believe he's going to play, but I've got Tampa Bay beating Tennessee in the game. Chicago and Oakland. Interesting here. Just because just because Jay Cutler is out, Caleb Haney is the guy. Can he do it? He looked okay when he came in the playoffs last year, I thought. I think he'll be able to do it against this Raider team. I got the Bears. Washington and Seattle. Washington going to start to get better, I think. Santana Moss is slowly starting to come into his own again, getting back healthy. Rex Grossman can still make throws. They took the Cowboys to the limit in overtime last Sunday. I think the Redskins win the game. Denver and San Diego. I'm going Broncos here. Gonna get it off right off the bat. San Diego's defense has just turned putrid, and especially against the run. And what do Tebow and the Broncos do? They run. Yes, I think the kid pulls off one more. Get the Broncos. I'm just going to give my picks for the last 3 guys because my voice is fading and I can't do anymore. So I've got New England to beat Philly, Pittsburgh to beat Kansas City, and the Saints to beat the Giants on Monday Night Football. Don't forget. Don't forget. Atlanta is my lock of the week. This video was way too long. 20 minutes is unacceptable. I really apologize for how bad this video is, guys. I hope to get better soon. Just thanks for all the support, and have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. I'm out, guys. Peace.